Disney Cruise Line had a massive reveal for the Disney Adventure last week. It's time for us to dig a little deeper. We got the dates, the prices are coming. This ship is amazing and it's actually going to have rides on it. Like actual rides that you would see at a theme park. They even will have the longest roller coaster at sea. They've actually got 2 locations to have some water fun with the family, the Toy Story area and Wayfinder Bay. The Imagination Garden will have storytelling and immersive storytelling. There will be shows going on throughout the entire day. And I have to say that one of the places I am absolutely the most excited about is San Francisco Street. This is of course inspired by the movie Baymax. This is meant to feel like you are in the city in San Francisco. It's going to have 4 theaters, so much more. They have some seriously exciting new dynamics and innovations coming to this ship. Let's dive into all of this because I am so excited about the Disney Adventure. We really have seen how Disney Cruise Line will take something and test it out once or twice on different ships, see what the reactions are, tweak it a little bit, and then bring it on a massive scale. The Disney Adventure is a huge opportunity for a lot of that because of this new immersive dynamic that they have going on here. And really exciting one here is definitely going to be Marvel Landing. Marvel Landing is where they are going to have 3 brand new attractions. The first of these is the Iron Cycle Test Run. This is Disney Cruise Line's first ever roller coaster. On this roller coaster, you will get to test drive Tony Stark's latest Iron Cycle prototype. Now, we actually got a new look at these cars just the other day. Disney Imagineering has shared these images. Of course, this is themed after Iron Man. You're going to have a quick driving lesson, and then you get to push this technology to its limit on a gravity-defying race suspended up to 30 feet above the upper deck. Upon completion, Iron Cycle Test Run will be the longest roller coaster at sea. I mean, that's just got to be a special kind of fun. I've been on a lot of roller coasters, but I've never been on one overlooking the ocean. This is going to be a full immersive experience, I think. We've even got a look at the ride vehicles for the PIM Tech modified mini cars. These have PIM Quantum Racers that are going to be racing around this track, and they have the Groot Galaxy Spin where you get to fly your own. That's going to go round and round, up and down. The tiny humans love these, and so do the bigger ones. One of the biggest concerns I have seen so far is that people are concerned that they might charge to ride these rides. I honestly cannot see that happening. I don't see a world where they make you pay to get on this ship that's a destination at sea, and then to actually enjoy the ship, you have to pay for everything. That just doesn't make sense to me. I think at the very least, there's going to be one ride on everything included with the cost of the cruise. That being said, the worst case scenario I can see is something like magic bands implemented on the ship. I definitely think they will be free, especially at least for a first access. I think though, if you want to ride it over and over again, there could potentially be a magic band situation for that, where you pay a little bit of money so that you can go over and over. And I am really excited to see how they could bring this technology back to our new ships. One of my favorite things about the Disney Adventure that I am hoping they will pull over is how these areas are really themed. It's not just the room, it's the entire area. And of course, we are used to theming with Disney Cruise Line. As a matter of fact, they have this bar that is the perfect example. This started on the Dream and Fantasy as the Skyline Lounge. It's a fairly small space, not a lot of seating, and it is centered around a screen on the back wall. And you will see that back wall rotate through different cities. You can see 7 different skylines an hour. They will have themed drinks for all the cities. They took this technology and applied it to the Disney Wish. On the Disney Wish, this is the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge. Now, we're not going to get into popularity here. That's a different conversation, but this space is really well utilized for that type of theme. In the Hyperspace Lounge, they are using that back wall so that you can go through different worlds. On the next 2 ships, the Disney Treasure and Disney Destiny, they will use this same space to be the Haunted Mansion parlor. In my opinion, this is the most exciting version for this space. I think this is by far, of the 3 concepts, the best one that they've done. I think it's a great venue for this theming. The big point here is that once you walk out that door, you are back in Disney Cruise Line area. Now, okay, the Haunted Mansion has a tiny little bit of theming right there at the door, but take a few steps over, you're back into the Disney Cruise general areas. You're gonna have Disney Cruise carpet. You're not in the Haunted Mansion. You're not in a world in Star Wars. You're back on the Disney cruise ship. The Disney Adventure really looks like it will take this to the next level, probably the next few levels, because these areas are so immersive and so themed out. For example, San Francisco Street. Obviously, they have tested this a little bit with San Francisco Square in the California Adventure at Disneyland. And that's a theme park. It is a really nice immersive area, but I honestly think that the ship, the Disney Adventure area, is going to be even better. This whole area is just completely immersive. While you are in this area, you are in San Francisco. It's kind of a mashup of San Francisco and Tokyo, and it's really meant to have the energy and the atmosphere of a vibrant street market. One of the biggest draws here is definitely going to be the Big Hero Arcade. This takes family gaming into a whole new level. This is a dynamic family gaming lounge. It will offer a series of Big Hero 6 themed video games and high-tech experiences. And the really fun part is that you are literally in those games. They've got 4 two-person experiences inspired by classic and contemporary arcade games. You'll get to try out Fred's super jumping, fire-breathing battle suit. You get to go to Gogo Tomago's workstation, where she's got the speedster personal training simulator, blowing stuff up in Honey Lemon's chemistry lab, and you will also get to try out Wasabi's laser-induced plasma blades while you chop stuff up, virtually, I'm sure. The big draw at the Big Hero Arcade is the Hero Training Zone. Now, this is an immersive training simulator. Of course, this is built by Hero, one of the stars of the film. Now, this is a full-body experience. You get to do it in groups of 4, so you can play with the family. You get to put this immersive training simulator to test in a full-body experience across a high-tech gaming floor. You will also have the opportunity to meet Baymax. They're going to make sure that you know he is coming, because you will hear the sounds of our huggable healthcare companion inflating and powering up behind his garage door. In addition, on San Francisco Street, they will also have a trolley stop and cable car lounge area. Of course, they're going to have some shopping, a street stand cafe. Did I mention they're going to have 4 cinemas? Baymax Cinema will have a 4-theater complex showing new and classic Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and Lucasfilm movies throughout the day. They even have 2 themed storefronts, the Edge of the Bay Cafe and Vibe Records. These conceal hidden entrances to the ship's tween and teen lounges. Every part of this area is immersive. Smells, sounds, shopping, games, movies, and even hopping from there straight to the teen and tween lounges. It is such an immersive experience. It even seems more immersive to me than the theme parks, because you're not going to see backgrounds of other areas either, because this is on a ship, it's contained. You're going to be in that space, in that environment, until you leave it. And then there's 6 more. Now, they've done this a little bit with Toy Story Place as well. Toy Story Place is a whimsical water playland. This is another upper deck play location. They've got water slides, they've got some splash play areas, they've got pools and hot tubs, a ton of lounge chairs up here. They've also got these Woody and Jessie's Wild Slides. These are water rides for guests of all ages, and for those that want some more water immersion and family fun, they're also going to have Wayfinder Bay. This area in particular is one that I am hoping they will bring back. It's an open air oasis on the back of the ship. It's got a waiting pool, there's tiered seating, they've got a bar, they've even got a brand new stage area here. This is going to have live shows, interactive events, and a brand new show, Moana Call of the Sea. I think this is a great way to test out some new water dynamics on the ships and perhaps bring those back, because let's be honest, the pools on the Disney Cruise Line ship could use a little work. The Imagination Garden is a central themed area on the Disney Adventure. This is a brand new dynamic. This open air garden features landscapes inspired by Disney stories and has a 3-deck tall storybook castle art piece and a state-of-the-art theatrical stage. This even includes a big staircase with amphitheater style seating. There's a courtyard bar. Of course, Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey Topiary is really cool. They have staterooms with verandas with this garden view. And I'll be honest, I really love the ocean view verandas, but I think this is a great option as well. What they're really wanting to encourage here is dreaming big. Disney Imagination Garden will have shows going on throughout the entire day. There are going to be a lot of new shows in this area, including the Avengers Assemble, which is a hero and villain stage show that is interactive. You might even get to to participate. This area will also have 2 quick service locations. They will have Grandma Tala's Kitchen. This is a Moana-inspired restaurant for South Pacific and Asian dishes. They will also have Mowgli's Eatery. This is a Jungle Book-inspired restaurant for Indian food and vegetarian options. And this takes me to one of my other favorite things about the Disney Adventure, and that's the food. I really do hope that some of this food makes it back to our US ships. This is tailored for the Asian market, of course, but they have been trying some of those flavors on the ships. They will have a curry sometimes at lunch or at the buffet. The Disney Wish actually has chicken tikka masala in the Marceline Market area. And the Disney Adventure, of course, being tailored to the Asian market, is going to have a lot of these flavorful international cuisines. And since it's such a big ship, they've got more. Like they have the Boba and Brews. This is an Ursula themed spot for bubble tea and cocktails. They're gonna have Stitch's Ohana Grill, a Lilo and Stitch themed stand for burgers and sandwiches. Cosmic Kebabs, which of course is going to have kebabs, probably some shawarma as well since this is Marvel inspired. Pizza Planet, where you can get your pizzas. They've got soft serve ice cream. They've got the Pixar Market Restaurant, which is a restaurant with dining areas themed to the Pixar films. The Duck Inn Diner. That is where we are going to find our Middle Eastern inspired shawarma, in addition to American food like hamburgers and hot dogs. And then they've got more. They have a lot of food on this ship. I have even seen some speculation that 2 of their rotational dining locations will be buffets during the day. One of the things I'm most excited about is this is not your standard Disney fare. We're gonna have totally different menus, and we're already getting a small glimpse at some of the things that they're going to have on board. The area that we really have the most information about is the Monsters Inc. themed Mike and Sully's Flavors of Asia. Now this is specialty dining, and it's going to have 4 different dining experiences. This also seems to be specialty dining that is available for families on the other Disney cruise ships. All of these specialty dining is adult only, and they will have Palo Trattoria, which is specific to adults, but families looking to have a fun night out will be able to enjoy the Monsters Inc. themed Mike and Sully's Flavors of Asia. This Japanese restaurant actually offers 4 different dining experiences. They're gonna have this super elegant omakase style dining where the chef is going to make for you what they want to make. They also have the option for dinner and a show, so to speak, with the teppanyaki, where the chef is going to cook all the food right in front of you, have a little bit of fun while you're at it. They're going to have a traditional Japanese steakhouse. I hope this is going to have some of that amazing Wagyu and Miyazaki beef. And last, they will have an outdoor sushi bar. This is going to be your classic sushi and sashimi. This is definitely the spot for foodies. I really do hope that we have a lot of this coming back over, and obviously I understand we're not going to get a 7,000 person cruise ship sailing out of Galveston. But what I do think is cool is that Disney is trying a new angle for them at the cruise ship business. I think this one might be a little large, but that doesn't mean they're not going to learn things that can apply to the smaller ships. And considering the fact that Disney has 4 new ships and a brand new class, and they just finished theming this massive new ship, I think there's a possibility that a lot of these things will be coming over. We don't know exactly what Disney is thinking is going to be the best thing to put forward for new ships, but that doesn't stop us from theorizing. If you have any thoughts or ideas on what you think Disney might test out or bring over, or some things you'd like to see on those next 4 ships in general, let me know in the comments section down below. And make sure you watch this video from last week with all of the details from the brand new reveal of the Disney Adventure.